Today we are comparing 3 great pumps, going through their pros and cons. These ones are all corded but have the option of being portable, and they are the Momcozy V1 Pro, the Medela Freestyle hands-free, and the Spectra S1 Plus. Quickly go through some of the pros and cons to help you find which one might be your best bet. First, let's talk about the design and portability. Right now, all 3 are on and not connected to power. That is because they are rechargeable. Momcozy has a Type-C charger there. Medela has a charging port there. And Spectra has a charging port right on the side and is a 12V DC. While they all can be running while not directly connected to a power source, which is great, the size is very different on these 3. When comparing the size, the Momcozy and the Medela are pretty similar, and the Spectra is much larger. Momcozy is a little bit shorter but wider. The Momcozy and the Medela are about the same width, and the Spectra is just quite a bit larger than both. When I weighed them out, the Momcozy was 8 ounces, or about half a pound. Medela was 10 ounces, or just over half a pound. The Spectra S1 was 2 pounds and 13 ounces, or just under 3 pounds. Momcozy and Medela also come with wearable cups, which I will go into detail on, but this is the Momcozy pump. This is the Medela pump. And this is the flange for the Spectra, which you just connect a bottle there. If mobility is important to you in your pump selection, then the Momcozy or Medela might be a better choice. Let's go and talk about the performance and features. The Momcozy V1 Pro has hospital-grade suction with portability, 15 levels of suction, and 3 rhythms for fast and efficient pumping, and a very quiet suction. So you can listen to how loud the pump is. This is one of the most quiet hospital-grade pumps that I've ever seen. So if you're looking for discreet with power and many different levels and options, the Momcozy V1 Pro is a great option for you. Switch between modes here, change levels with a plus and minus, pause and start again, change the timer, change the rhythm here, high, medium, and low. Next, the Medela Freestyle hands-free. This one is lightweight and discreet, but does have the weakest suction of the 3. Wow, you can tell this is level 9, and it is much, much louder than the Momcozy. It has 2 different modes and 9 levels for each mode. It does not have the ability to change the rhythm, so it just has less options overall. Next, the Spectra S1. This is one of the most purchased pumps, 6 cycles, has good suction and adjustability, but it is not discreet, not easily portable, and not quiet. It also has the most parts to the flanges. Let me turn it on so you can hear the noise. Cycle, increase the cycle, decrease the cycle, change the mode. It's much louder than the other 2, but honestly kind of close to Medela. These both are very loud, and Momcozy is very quiet. So if that's something that's important to you, then consider going with Momcozy. I pump about 20 minutes for each session, and I've noticed that Medela in general empties me slower, and I have to pump an extra 5 to 10 minutes per session to get the same results. Momcozy and Spectra empty me about the same amount of time, and I get the same amount of output. Medela overall, I feel like this one just is a lot weaker and does not work as well for me. So this one personally is the one that takes me the longest to pump with. Next, let's talk about hygiene and cleaning and the number of parts that each one of these pumps have. First, the Momcozy wearable cup, which comes with an optional front cover. And it has a nice large capacity for the cup, holds about 8 ounces. And it has a spout stopper at the top, help prevent any leaks. Off this way. You pull the whole front cover off. And the cup and membrane, or one piece there. Double fit flange, extremely comfortable, and a valve. So 3 parts total. Then you have the Medela cover that pops off. This is hard plastic. This one doesn't have a spout stopper, so you just have to be a little bit more careful when you're wearing the cups. Holds about 6 ounces. The membrane valve piece is one, and the front cover is one piece. Again, 3 pieces and pretty easy to clean. And then the Spectra S1. So this one does come with a bottle set. When you're done pumping, you take the tubing off, and it has a backflow protector, a membrane, another part of the backflow protector, and a valve. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pieces to wash each time, so that is definitely something to consider. You're washing half the number of parts every single time. Let's do a comparison of how they look while they're on. And the V1 Pro comes with 4 different sizes for the one pump. It is a 24, but it also comes with a 21, a 19, and a 17 insert. So if you're a smaller size, you put in the insert, then you'll have the correct size while you're pumping and be extremely comfortable. Pump with these. This is how it would look on with a tight shirt. If you're wearing a loose shirt, it will be much more discreet and extremely comfortable. These are the cups for the Medela pump. They come with 2 different sizes for the front cover, a 24 size and a 21 size. This one, in my opinion, is the least comfortable of the 3. It doesn't have that double fit flange, and it's hard plastic. It's not my favorite. Connect the tubing and then turn it on. This is the look of the Medela. So it is pretty discreet. From the side with a tight shirt. Here are the Spectra flanges. They are not nearly as discreet. They come with 2 different sizes, a 24 and a 28, but you can get different sizes from their website. Is what the Spectra looks like when you pump with it. Not discreet in any way. It has the large pump, the big tubes, and then the flanges that stick out. That is something to consider if you're going to be pumping at the office or on the go, in your car, depending on your needs. Double fit flange, if you're wondering what that means, this helps create a better and more comfortable suction on your skin, allowing you to get more milk output. Here's a quick tutorial of what it means. It's creating a suction on itself, and that would be on your skin. Without it, in summary, if you're looking for a true hospital-grade portable pump that provides you flexibility and power, then I would recommend the Momcozy V1 Pro. The Momcozy V1 Pro is around $200. The Medela comes in about $350. And the Spectra is right about $220. Plus, I do have a discount for the Momcozy V1 Pro that you can use on Amazon or the Momcozy website, which I will put down below. Let me know if this was helpful and what pumps you want to see reviewed next.